Hey everyone, hope you had a great weekend and a great week. As we spoke about the moves that we're expecting last week, hopefully this week my voice and my recording is correct. I noticed that last week the recording had no voice on it. Apologies for that, but the arrows speak to themselves, so I'm expecting more down on the DXY. We might have something like this and continuation. I doubt it, but I'm looking for more down on the DXY. Euro, more up to come. Nothing changed. We hit our targets for this week. Looking, maybe we're gonna have a deeper pullback before any continuation of the move. Looking around these areas or this area, we'll see how it will go, but still looking for these buy setups during the week. USD CAD, there's a potential this trade playing out, then heading down towards these areas. That's a high probability trade. It's one of, there you go, 1.3 exactly, retesting these areas, filling up these gaps around here. That's something you should be looking at if you are a swing trader. I was supposed to enter a short from here, but I missed it during the week. I closed my short from this end around these areas in the midweek, expecting this pullback, and that's what happened. But I got busy around these areas. I think on Wednesday I got busy and I totally forgot to enter a trade around here. But for now, the way it's playing out, I'm looking for something like this. As long as we have this kind of divergence or whatever it is, the guys in the group know what I'm talking about, towards these areas. So that should be trade of the week if it plays out around these areas. Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it should be good to go on the 4 hour, guys, on the 4 hour time frame. That's where I want to see the entry zone, the signal. Then we move on. Sorry about that. Let me go to the watch list. Aussie, nothing changed. Pull back, take it up. Still looking for this continuation of the up move. Gold, watching these areas. That was a nice pullback and heading back up. Most likely we'll be doing a pullback towards the upper move towards 1870, 1880, and why not take out these areas around 1900. That would be nice. That would be a nice short. Long term, most of you know my view, 1600. Silver, the same thing. Silver on higher time frames, as we said, I'm looking for a consolidation in this area as indicated. We just need to move this like this. So oil, nice pullback, nice reaction around these areas. Explain them pretty details in our midweek session. This is complete. This is a wave that needs to play out. Any break above here, this can continue something like this before any continuation of the up move. Any break above, it does not break, this can come back down, do something like this, then continue back up. It depends how it needs to play out, but this is a completed wave and we have a pullback. Now it breaks above this. On any pullback, you look for your buys. Staying around here, it can go deeper, or it can just stay around this area, accumulate. Or this is one wave, before continuing the up move. But the intention on higher time frame is still to up moves. US 30 grabbed liquidity from under this that it created in the middle of the week and around these areas, sorry, and grabbed it, and now we're having a pullback. I was not expecting in a way this strong pullback because of the XY correcting, so I was more looking for a pullback, one more hit to the upside where the XY finishes its move and then a drop. But they cleared this area, so this can very simply does not exceed this area. It can very simply do a correction here, break and reverse, but the intention is still to the downside. S&P, the same thing. As you can see, my arrows was expecting a pullback towards these areas, break above, then continue down move, but they just went for that liquidity on the NAS. You can see it very clearly. They just went straight for these NAS. It was clear. Actually was not expecting, as I said, was expecting a pullback towards these areas, come back up towards here before any continuation, but they went for this liquidity that's down here before the pullback. Now what are we expecting? If the XY looking for more down, then I would expect, but it did not start, that's the thing. So I would wait for it to form some kind of a correction or some kind of setup on NAS. I'm trading NAS. This same thing. If we will have a break above this, I will take it towards these areas or these areas. If it's gonna stay around here, I will be shortening. Let's see how it's gonna play out and where they will plan the liquidity. On higher time frames, still looking for a down move. BTC, nothing changed. As I mentioned last week, accumulation area, nothing changed. Same thing. ETH accumulation, XRP the same thing, DOT the same thing. So nothing changed. It's just an accumulation area. If you are trading this one, trade it in between here and here. That's a liquidity zone and that's a liquidity zone. There is a potential for it to head up, but it's not yet in play. But that's the area. Mark it on your chart and trade to here or to there. Closes above here, can go up towards these areas. We'll update in the middle of the week when there is a trade. We will be taking it in our live sessions that we do in London and New York in our Discord. Beside that, trade safe and have a beautiful week.